She'll be looking to come back and that one to go all the way for the win. Who's she going to face? One thing for sure, it'll be an Australian. Which one? Of Molly Picklum and Macy Callaghan in our second semi-final for the women at the EDP Vissla Pro Ericeira. In the studio, Paul Evans and Chico Alves. And a great-looking matchup. This one, obviously two outstanding surf. Try not to think about at this stage, I'm sure, Molly. Just trying to put points on the board. And this is early work from her in the heat.
Yeah, really good wrap around cutback. I like the rebound. Was quite critical. We saw trying a bit of water there. She winds up on the end section there, and she was able to feed a good turn to finish it off. So I really enjoyed the first turn. The way she really applied pressure on that cutback was beautiful.
Yeah, did you see Macy having a good paddle trying to go around the back and get the inside as well on that one? So I love the way these two competing for this opening wave. But a reasonable number drops in here for Molly.
Yeah, 517. They really enjoyed this last turn. I think this was a hard section to make the turn in.
Macy just trying to desperately work that angle and get behind Molly. Here we go. Callahan, reply from her. Good looking opening section for Macy. Nice turn in the lip. Look how she recovers that with all the speed in the world. Has to just go a little neutral towards the end of that carve as the wave wobbles a touch. And then again, just swooping back on the rail. Clean rail work once again from Macy Callahan onto an inside bowl here. And she'll drive down again all the way back this time. Clocks the soup. And a decent opening wave for Macy Callahan with so much flow throughout that ride. That one attack on the lip, you seem to appreciate that, Chico. A good opening exchange.
Looked amazing. She winds up off the bottom and bang, throwing the fins out and getting so much speed out of that turn, doing a really beautiful two-stage kind of cutback. This one was a bit better. And yeah, I think here she was just like trying to build a score and trying not to allow herself to fall, because that first turn was beautiful. And I think most of the score is going to come from that outside turn. The outside turn there was really critical. And look, let's see the shot from above. Bang! She threw the fins out and was beautiful, Paul. So really good surfing by Macy there.
Let's get another win out here. He's got a semi first of all against Ian Gentile. That's going to be a tough one. Gentile's been absolutely on fire. Here goes Macy. Sorry, here goes Molly, excuse me. Just opening up that turn, a little neutral, and then tightening up the rail arc. And then down into deeper water here. She would have hoped to be able to keep the speed up. She's had to be a little patient, just kind of swoop through some S's. Molly Picklum onto an inside, a wobbly section. She deals with it really well, actually. That thing buckled really hard just as she was going into the lip, and she managed to click the board, keep the board quite close to the body, and underneath her gets the completion. Here's another look at Molly's wave.
I love this two-stage carving where she started off the carve on the top and then grabbed the rail and went all the way through the pocket. I think that was really stylish from Molly, and I just love the way she positions herself to get those wraps all around, and they looked really aggressive, and this turn she did really well on this bouncy section to make. And as we see Macy on a good looking wave.
Yeah, immediate reply out the back. Oh, and a mistake there, just maybe a little too cash. Didn't particularly commit the legs to going up on quite an aggressive line. From under Macy's priority, what's this wave standing up out on the reef here? Callahan looks like she's in the spot. A hard paddle from her, chin on the stringer. Here she goes, deals with a bounce on the takeoff, and then some white water. This is from the previous wave that just broke, and that will be something of a misfire. Priority with Picklum, no potential on that wave really. Significant event in our Challenger Series campaign. In live action out in the water, Callahan, one of two Australians in this second semi-final. Macy swooping, really polished and crisp and controlled. Jams that one in nice and hard in a steeper pocket. Has a little snatch at an almost kind of lip section. Gets the completion, and it will certainly help her cause. Let's see this from the takeoff.
Yeah, this wave looked really wobbly. The wave was hard to surf, but I love how she really puts her rail in the water, engaged. Look at this, really beautiful swooping carve there, all the way to the white water. Then a bit of a like snap in between snap and layback kind of thing, and she lost her rhythm.
Bank numbers, here goes Picklum. This wave, a bit of a wobble, and you just saw that on her bottom turn, and she had to just deal with that. But a nice jam back under the pocket from her. And it'll go a little wobble through here. Pretty fat. What she got? Looking for it inside. She's highlining this into the inside bowl. Molly Picklum dealing with so much wobble on the flats of the wave. And every time she tried to get going and pump that board for speed, another one of those ribs would come towards her, and that'll be a little bit of frustration for Molly.
So she gets around it. I love this first carve. The way she does it at the end, she really goes all the way back. So that's really something I love Molly surfing, and she just applies a lot of pressure in that rail and makes sure she does it with technique. And here she was just running after the juicy section, and yeah, it wasn't there. So
Molly will put herself in position. Here she goes, 40 on the clock, possibly last chance for Picklum. Good speed from the takeoff. First turn from her. Digs in the rail. 5.8 for the requirement. Sets herself off the bottom. Inside bolt. Gets a snap in the pocket. And again, jamming on the rail. It'll flick back to the whitewater. Picklum still working in here. Still trying to find this number. Doesn't get a finish. Think about that requirement, 5.8. It will need to be her best way.